Yo, what's good, guys? Welcome back to the channel. This episode, I got a bit of bad news. They are going to be repoing my disco. I know it's an older disco. It's a 02. A couple years back, I was hurting for some money, so I did an auto title loan. And these are these fucking legal land fucking those legal loan sharks. Fucking went brain dead. I smoked a bowl with fucking compa and shit. Anyways, these legal fucking I just went brain dead again. These legal loan sharks. And so basically, long story short, I don't want to drag it on. I had supposedly stopped making payments a few months ago, and what had happened is my fucking ATM card or debit card had expired, and I don't use that business card right now just because work has been slow, and all the companies that I print for that write me checks, I haven't printed for them in months, so everything has been cash or Venmo or PayPal. So none of the money was getting deducted from there, and I kept putting money into my account, and like it's just been a fucking clusterfuck. I had changed my number along the way throughout the loan, and my fault, didn't update it with them, and they've been calling me the old number until they finally called one of my references, and it was a good friend of mine, and he called me and says, "Hey man, these people are looking for you. Give them a call." I was like, fuck, all right. So I give them a call, and they're telling me what's going on, and I'm like, all right, well, I have money. How much is it, so I can just pay it off in full? And then they tell me it's $3,500. I'm like, wait a minute, my balance was $1,900. Where the fuck do you guys get, that amount? They're like, well, late fees and interest and all this bullshit. And I'm just like, but my car's not even worth fucking $3,500. So long story short, I'm not gonna fucking pay it. I just told them, come get the motherfucker, it's not worth it. So I already started looking online. I'm already picking up another disco, a newer one. Well, it's not a newer one, but it's a 2004. It's a SE. It's like this weird green color, but it's pretty cool. It'll go with my earth tones setup that I got, and all of my equipment and stuff, all my gear. So but yeah, I just thought that was kind of messed up. They didn't even want to work with me, even though I was going to pay the whole thing off. And yeah, it's just been a big fucking heartache. So we're going to be letting this girl go, but before doing so, I want to do a walk around video of it to show my setup. So yeah, we'll be definitely working on another build. I was gonna do my white disco, but that one is a SE7, so it's got the AC in the rear, and it's missing one of those storage pockets. But this one is gonna replace my Overland build. So so this one is a two-seater. We got rid of the back seats. I got some shit back there. Yeah, we got rid of the back seats, so it's part of my sleeping platform. So what I'm gonna end up doing is the white disco. I'm gonna make that a 5-passenger Overland build, still with the sleeping platform and possibly a rooftop tent. Not really sure. So yeah, let me give you a walk around of what we got. Missing my iPad, and the iPad goes right here. So this is my where I have all my lights. It's not a Switch Pro, but it's pretty legit, or pretty rigged. Yeah, so all the green lights are my LED. So the top one's the light bar up top. This one is the side ones. I have lights that shoot out to the side. This one is the utility box in the back. for my water pump and extra power. And then this guy here is for my compressor. And then we got these lights over here. So all the green ones are lighting. So the top one is my rear bumper lights, my chase lights. And then this one is my rear bumper lights, the white ones that I have. This guy here is for my refrigerator. And then this guy here is for the diesel heater that we got in the back. And then over here off to the side, we got little PA system that we got. It's pretty legit for 28 bucks. We ended up upgrading. I do have a center diff lock, so I have the linkage. I ended up putting the 2004 T-box in it. Rebuilt the whole thing. So yeah, we're pulling the linkage off of this one and putting it in the other one. So it's gonna get the lift, the rims and tires, all that goodie. So we're just basically we're transferring funds to the other rig. And then up here this is where I keep my phone. This is just a cutoff switch, so when I get to really quick to turn off the light bar on top, or the passenger can do it if I'm not in the car or for whatever reason. And then let me walk you around the side of this bitch. So this is it. We got some Black Rhino wheels with some Falcon Wild Peak AT tires, 35, 12.5, 17. We got a terraforming lift on it. In order for it to sit pretty much level with all of the build and the extra gas and all the equipment that I got in the back, I ended up having to do a 5-inch lift in the rear, and we did a 4-inch lift in the front just to get it to sit the way it sits. And then the lights on the side, those were that one button that I was telling you about. They shoot the lights strictly to the sides. They work really, really good, especially at night. We got the KC light bar up top, the Pro 6. Yeah, it's pretty simple build. It's not too crazy, but it's perfect, and it does everything that I needed to do. And then basically how this works is, this is my bed extension. It's a 1 foot, and then it's a 5 foot bed, and this is the 1 foot extension. So I have 6 feet, 6 foot bed in here. So I'm 6'1", and I sleep perfect. And then this is our mattress, a little padding, and this covers it. This covers it, so this all snaps in here, so it keeps everything nice and tight and keeping it from moving. And then this guy right here, this is my bed extension. Basically, this whole build was built out of completely free shit, like free material. This was fence wood that my neighbor was getting rid of. This is actual fence material that was left over from a job that I did. So I wanted to keep it as DIY as possible and as super low budget as possible. So these are the slides that come out that hold the weight really, really good. So they stop here and it holds half, and it's pretty legit, and it hasn't let me down. So down here I got a subwoofer. I keep my my chainsaw in here, and then down here we have all the dry food, but this all slides out. And then right here is my grill, the one that I made. I don't think I showed you guys. I haven't even made that video yet. I'm such a bad guy. Shit. And this guy is the grill that I made from a Coleman 2-burner stove, the $45 one. Yeah, I sat on the other one and fucked it up, so I took the internals out and I made this little gem. This is version 2, and version 2 works 100 times better. So yeah, pretty legit. So I'll do another video on it, more in detail and how it works and where I have it. So just leave that in there for right now. So yeah, let me take you around the back where all the meat and potatoes are, where the bed platform is. Let me get the keys to open up the back. Before we do that, let me show you the utility box that we have in the back. Alright. This is what we got right here. Alright. So this is the utility box that we have. So here's our water pump. And then this is our valve system that I kind of jerry-rigged. So basically, here's our inlet. So I can fill it up with pretty much any water stream source. Comes in through here, and then I can control where I want the water to go through the pump. Either I can have it pump directly to the outlet, and then we have this guy here that is for our shower. And I have a small hose, so I just Velcro right there, taps into the outlet there. So there's two options that we could, where we can get our water. Either we can get it from an outside source, like a hookup or a river or lake, and we use the pump to pump it up. Or we have a 5-gallon water tank on board. So this valve over here will control the flow of where that water goes, either out this way or it picks it up from the water tank that's inside the rig. And then this guy right here is a table that I made. Comes down like that, and I put my grill on it. So, put this guy there. Sorry about that, I got one hand on it's a table. Set my grill up on top, and we are good to go. So let me show you the inside of this baby right here. Here's the inside of the rig. I have a Jack Daniels bottle that goes here. You guys can check my Instagram on that. Pretty legit. Here's a 270 awning I got from a good friend of mine. He donated to me. I'm going to put that in our overland trailer build that I'm accumulating parts for and still trying to figure out how I'm going to do it. So here's basically where I keep all of my awning hookups. I got the radio for my spotter. I got a diesel heater in here. This is more storage for straps and stuff like that. We got the shovel on top, and then over here on this side we have a tent, a 2-3 person tent. Got my axe, so I keep all the bug repellent. And then down here I got my jumper cables. And then in this storage bin is my 5-gallon water jug or tank. And as you can see where the line comes through the door here. You can see some of the electrical and water tank stuff. And then that flows in through here, through the, I'll say firewall, but through the door. And I took out the rear windshield, or the rear glass wiper, took the motor out and everything, so there was already a hole there, so I ran all the wire, power wire, and water hose through that. And then the breather for the tank that's here is up here, so when I fill it up through the water pump system, it will take all the air out of the tank completely, basically filling up the whole tank, and it will shoot out of here. So you can tell it starts gurgling, so all the air is coming out. And then in this guy right here we have a where I keep my ARB compressor. This is where I have my compressor. What the fuck? single pump. It works perfect. Didn't have to modify anything on here, and it's already wired to the vehicle. And then in this box I have all my hoses and all my air, all of my air equipment, air down, tire patch kit. So yeah, that's what we got in there. Let me walk you around back in here. All right, so we got a single burner up here. It's just direct. This is only used to do coffee and non-greasy foods, which is freaking amazing. I don't have to set up the other grill or, you know, other little knickknacks just to make coffee in the mornings. Pretty painless. Just get the pot, put it up here, do your thing with it. And then I got the two roto packs for water. Got a storage box to keep all my weed and stuff like that in there. And then this opens up and it gives us all of our equipment. So here's all my kitchen stuff, pots, pans, stuff like that. And then on the side here we have where we keep the gas. And then up top there's the single burner. And then this guy right here is a table that suspends on the gutter rail. It's a suspension table. Call it the Lieutenant Dan side table. It has no legs. Yeah. Oh, and then this guy here is my. Well, I'll show you that one last, because that way I can put that thing down. Okay, so chairs, bottle of tequila I brought back from Mexico. And then in this little cubby hole we have some recovery gear. I have my awning tarps, and then in here we have the diesel heater, and then that's the controller for the diesel heater. This thing fucking works amazing. No more propane, and then in this little, I don't even know what the hell this is. The vent. This is actually my gas tank to my diesel heater. The diesel heater has a fucking huge gas tank that wasn't gonna fit, and I only go out on weekends right now. So if I needed more fuel, I have another one of these that I could just fill up of diesel fuel. So 1 quart on a 3 kilowatt diesel heater at the lowest setting, it will run. It'll give me how many? 16 hours of runtime. So if I sleep for 8 hours a day, which I don't, it would give me 2 days. So I'm averaging about maybe 6-7 hours. Call it 6 average. So that'll give me 3 days of runtime, which is fucking amazing. And my exhaust, it comes out. There's a hole. Well, you take the light out. There's a hole on the inside. And that 90s all the way down and exit out of here. And then I got these. Oh, and then I added these fans. The problem was all the heat was staying here, and it felt so hot, so I ended up opening up these doors. Well, not the doors, but the window. Which I put a window screen on there. You can just go to Home Depot and get those. Make it yourself window screens, and basically what I did, instead of only having just a little piece of it, I actually got the whole window. So I would crack the windows open so my feet would be cold and my head would be hot, which sucks. So I added these little computer fans, which waste no electricity. They waste, what is it, 0.9 amps, which is nothing. It's not even 1 amp. So I run those when I run the heater. And then what else do I got? Oh, and then this light right here, what that does is it turns on these lights on the side, which is perfect for mood lighting in camp. And they're not bright, they're plenty of light. Doesn't strain your eyes, and yeah, they're perfect. And they also are my turn signal, so I ended up using diodes to get it to work the way I want it to work. Oh, let me show you. 2 more things and we are good. Summertime. This is the problem with summertime camping. It got too freaking hot with just those stupid windows on the side open. So what I did is I made a little barrier here. This is off of a Ozarks Trail fucking tent that I cut up, and I had a, well, me and my mom, we fucking sewed this thing. We added the buttons, and so yeah, it snaps all the way through. I'm only doing it half-assed right now. And I have a window back here. It's fucking amazing. I slept in bug-free. I was at Lake Isabella when I first tried it, and man, I basically slept naked. It's like throwing fucking hot meat out in the middle of the wilderness and watch all these animals come get it. But yeah, the barrier was great. None of the bugs wanted to suck me off, so yeah. Super DIY, man. And I was gonna throw away this tent because it was one of those teepee tents that I thought would be cool to have, but I ain't no fucking Indian, you know? So yeah. And then let me show you the Miklo's sleeping arrangement. Wanted to have a little sleeping platform for my dog, and you know how dogs are, they rolling around and shit all day, so to sleep with me is just gonna be dirty. So what I ended up doing is I gave him a little spot of his own. I got junk in here right now, but it's a little dog kennel that I made that's completely caged out for him. He's missing his little blanket and mat in here. He's a little small bull terrier. It's perfect for sleeping. Freaking amazing. He loves it. He gets mad when I take this car home and I take off the next day because he thinks we're going camping, because the only time I drive it is when we're going camping. And then you guys saw the other video where I have my awning up top, and then I made the rack, and then we have our storage box, our Volt storage box on top. So yeah, guys, that's the pretty much walk around of this build. There's gonna be some pretty cool changes coming up for the next build. We're gonna carry on a lot of the stuff, but I think what we're gonna do is clean it up a little bit more and add a little more flair to it, and a little more money. Probably do something with the bigger budget. Everything was done completely out of recycled material. There's things that I did buy, obviously, but a lot of the stuff was, you know, fabricated or made with, you know, material lying around. So yeah, it doesn't take much to get out there. You know, it's just a matter of getting out there. So do you guys yourselves a favor, get out there, explore, and live. Because life is short, man, and every moment counts, so make it a good one. All right, guys, I'll catch you on the next one. Peace.